So where are we at? So it's UFC 289 or
290.
290. Listen, we always promise that we will give you the best UFC coverage. I reached out to Zander. So let's get into this card.
290. This is a big one.
God, there's a lot of guys.
Let's leave the big fights for last, but let's go over this card.
I'll go over one on the prelims. There was going to be a good one on the prelims, but a couple of the fights got canceled. But one big one on the prelims is Robbie Lawler's his last fight. Ruthless Robbie Lawler. It's going to be his last fight.
You know, when Lawler fights, it's usually a bloodbath.
It's a banger.
It's going to be
always
exciting.
So Robbie Lawler, Nico Price, his retirement fight. Robbie Lawler, obviously UFC legend, former welterweight champ. Both these guys are coming off a loss, though. So it'll be interesting to see. Money line, though, I decided I'm just going to go with money lines now. I'm not going to go with specific.
So Lawler's at plus 220.
Plus 220 for the money line. I'm hammering that. I'm hammering that. Now it's too wishy-washy with the UFC. Some people could get knocked out. Some people don't perform like I think that they would. I'm taking Lawler in this one.
At plus 220?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm taking Robbie Lawler. Yeah,
I'm taking Robbie Lawler.
I'm taking Robbie Lawler. Blue chip Robbie Lawler, actually.
There we go.
I want to see him go out on top. I want to see him go out as the guy that gets it done in his retirement fight. Usually it doesn't go like that.
He's already said this is a retirement fight?
Yeah.
No matter what.
This is his last one, yeah.
Win or lose.
Oh, man. He needs to go out as a warrior. He's been a staple and a great representative.
He had one of the best fights of all time with what's that guy's name?
God, who was that?
Now I'm already blanking on his name. He's a Canadian man though.
Yeah.
But that was a welterweight fight. That was a 5-round barn burner. But I'm taking Robbie.
Nice.
That's just a one fight on the prelims. The main card, Bo Nichols opening on the main card. His fight got canceled.
Yes.
And then they found a quick replacement. That's I don't even know if this guy's fought in the UFC yet.
I had seen Bo's opponent win a couple fights. I thought this was a real opponent. I don't know the story. Was he scared? Does he need to go to church? Does he need to get a dog? Or was he just injured?
They're saying that he was injured, but I don't know. That would have been a good fight for Bo.
So
this guy was
I
pretty
believe,
serious.
before the replacement, I believe that Bo was already a minus 1,400.
Yeah, now
and
he's
I
like
heard
crazy.
he shot up to what?
Well, now it's 2,500 this line. Minus 2,500.
They're saying that he's one of the biggest opening favorites like ever of all time.
So trip it
Wow.
on this, Rafa, and you're the gambling guru. Did you see a bunch of people put money? They risked like $60,000 to win like 300 to Wembayama to be the first pick.
Oh, dude, I saw a guy put like $3,000 to win like $2.
Do you think?
You just got to see one go through.
So
Yeah.
that was
The closest thing to a sure thing is you can.
So I still think that, like, the reason I bring it up, Bo Nickel is not losing this fucking fight.
I don't think so.
So
No.
you'd lay $2,500 to win $100.
I'd bet the pink slip.
I've done worse.
Pink
I've
slip
done
to
worse.
No, we've all talked about our worst bets. I laid $1,250 on Mike Tyson to win 100, and I
Oh.
lost
You fight Buster
to a
Douglas?
Viking.
The Buster
Well, we're looking at double here.
Yeah,
So
but if you're a millionaire, like and there's a lot of millionaires that bet. Would you,
100%.
If you laid $1 million, how much would you win?
Not enough.
$15, probably 16.
Not
come on,
enough.
Rafa, come on.
You have to lay 25 grand to win 1,000.
Okay, so
So
let's-
250 grand will win you 10 grand.
10,000.
So $1 million to win 40,000. If you're a millionaire, do you need $40,000
Dude,
that bad?
Get a hold of Money Mayweather. Money Mayweather would do this.
I don't think he would. I think he might.
Drake would do it.
I think he might.
Drake.
Drake might. Drake can maybe parlay Bo and Volk
Okay,
Yeah.
let's make a clip
for
right
like
now.
10K or
Let's clip
15K or
this
20.
shit. Shout out to Money Mayweather. If he's a notorious gambler and a good one.
A good one.
Okay. If he wants to make some big money, I'm laying $1 million to fucking win 40 fucking grand on fucking Bo Nickel, because that's how confident I am on Bo.
I don't see the risk for reward here. So those guys, I don't know. You see these guys, they lay big parlays for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Why not parlay Bo Nichols and Volk or another?
Oh, I like that.
Or another big draw.
I like that. I like
Something
Volk.
like that.
Volk is minus 400,
Yeah.
and Volk's a stud.
Something like that. But to bet straight up on Bo Nichols, if you're $1 million, to bet $1 million to win 40 grand,
That's a little crazy.
that's a little
Yeah,
crazy.
it's probably not worth it for
It's
Money
not
Mayweather
worth
to
it
do
for
that.
Mayweather at all. I think he has
Yeah.
$40,000 in his front pocket.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
another
do it.
100 in the left. That's probably in the right
I
pocket.
think he drops 40 grand
Yeah.
on the way to his car.
Yeah, exactly. So Bo Nichols,
Definitely Bo
obviously,
Nickel, yeah, going with them.
is that going to be early? Is that going to be done quick?
Probably. I would say within the first round.
Okay.
It's just different in the UFC. Everybody has a puncher's chance, obviously, but
Do we know anything about this guy that he's fighting?
no, not really. He's 7-0. He hasn't lost yet.
7-0.
No picture
He's
on him?
7-0.
Yeah.
He has no photo.
No, yeah.
No, I've
yeah.
seen a photo. I've seen a photo of him.
Where?
I seen a video of him fighting.
A milk carton.
No.
I seen it. I seen a video of him fighting, and it's just like he knocks people out.
Fucking
but
Eddie.
It's not anything that impressive. I think the fight before the Trishan Gore, that would have been a good fight for Bo Nickel. That would have been a good.
That was
step up
he
in
was a real
competition.
fighter.
That would have
I've
been a
seen
big
him
one.
win 2
And
or
he
3
was
fights.
still 1,400.
And he was still
And he was
yeah.
still
that's how
1,400.
crazy he
That's
is,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
How long before Bo gets a chance?
At the title?
Yeah, like another 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah, like 4 fights probably. I would
Yeah.
think.
Because he's just a huge favorite every time.
Yeah, he's always a huge favorite, and that's just because, like, Dana definitely wants to protect him a little bit, so he's not going to throw him straight into the wolves. But I think progressively he'll get each fight. It depends on how like if he finishes this dude pretty quick, probably get like someone. Maybe
Where the
ranked.
line's not fucking 2,500, maybe
Yeah.
1,000.
Maybe, but yeah, I'm going with Bo Nickel for that one.
Okay.
Next one on the main card: Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker.
Yes,
Fantastic
good
fight. That's a scrap. That is a scrap.
That
Both
is a
strikers.
scrap.
They
Is
both
that
have
going to
like
go
a-
full 3 rounds?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I'm taking Jalen Turner by decision. He's a favorite. I think he's a 250 favorite.
260 now.
260 favorite. Yeah, I'm taking it. This is a card. There's a lot of Aussies and New Zealanders on this card.
Yeah. Where is it?
I
by the
realize
way?
that in Vegas.
It's in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, big weekend.
Yeah, huge weekend. But it's International Fight Week. But
That's right. We wanted to do the Puerto Rican versus the Cuban. We were gonna
Yeah.
host a fight. We screwed up on that promotion.
yeah, Hooker's a savage. I just think Turner's a little bit better in the grappling department. Dan Hooker's had some problems with that. Islam Makhachev obviously ran through him grappling wise. Turner's got a little bit of a reach advantage, but I'm just taking Jalen Turner. Quick decision. Well, not quick, but full
Decision.
3-round
Are
decision.
we
So Turner.
confident? Are we
I'm
banging?
confident.
Are we
So you're
banging the bell?
blue chipping Jalen
Are
Turner?
we banging the bell?
I'll blue chip.
Bang
I'll blue
it.
chip it. I'll blue chip this one and the next one. I'm not gonna blue chip the last fight though.
Okay. So,
We're taking Jalen Turner via decision.
okay, and who you got next?
Next fight. This isn't the co-main, but this is Robert Whitaker against Driscus Duplessis, South African
I
fighter.
love when you say that.
Driscus Duplessis.
Driscus.
It sounds like Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Driscus is he's like in headlines a little bit or in the media a little bit because he tells Adesanya and all those other guys that he's the only actual African fighter. And he's
Wow.
a white
And he's a
white
white dude.
man from South Africa. So
Wow.
That's like
He's not.
Elon Musk,
yeah.
the wealthiest African American.
He says that's his
in the
home
world.
continent, that's his home country. He wants to fight Adesanya for the title out there, but he has to get through Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker's been the guy that's been the gatekeeper at that weight for the past like 3 years. Robert Whitaker can beat everyone except for the champion. So they're saying this is probably going to be a title eliminator or like a title contender fight. So the winner of this will most likely get the title shot. Whitaker already lost to Adesanya twice, but
So Whitaker sits at 400 minus 400.
yeah,
How do you see it?
I'm taking him decision.
Whitaker.
Yeah,
So
Robbie.
maybe
Driscus Duplessis,
Driscus Duplessis.
I don't see
best
Driscus.
South America, the best
South
African
Yeah.
fighter.
Maybe we parlay Driscus.
But he's
Bo?
saying Whitaker.
Yeah.
If Driscus beats Robert Whitaker, I probably won't
Oh, you're
watch
right,
the UFC
yeah.
anymore. I'm not
What?
gonna lie.
The
That dude is
disrespect.
not. It's not
to
even
Driscus
disrespect.
Duplessis.
It's not even disrespect. This dude,
Puerto Rico.
Driscus' last fight was against Darren Till, who's washed,
And
not
struggled?
that good, and he struggled. And that fight was just like every fight with his is just sloppy. Like it doesn't look good. And Robert Whitaker, I think, is just too technically sound. He's too.
So Whitaker minus 400.
I'm taking Whitaker, and
Blue chip in
blue
that.
chip that one. I'll blue chip that one.
I'm putting a parlay together right here.
By decision is plus 175.
I'll take Bobby Knuckles.
Bobby Knuckles from the
Coke.
Bronx.
That's the. This is the co-main now, and this is gonna be. These last two fights are huge. These
Brandon
last two fights
Moreno.
are big. Brandon Moreno and Alejandro. I don't know if it's
Alexandre.
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 Pantoja.
Alexandre. Yeah. Because
Is he Brazilian?
He's Brazilian.
Okay.
Mufaji.
He's a Mufaj. This is a big fight. This is a big fight for Brandon though, because Brandon lost to this dude twice already.
What?
Early in his career though,
Have
he
you
lost. to
Okay,
this-
and Brandon's the
Have you-
favorite. So how do you see it? Brandon Moreno minus 193. Pantoja
Yeah, I'm
plus 160.
Panto has beat him twice early in his career.
How early?
Like really early,
Okay.
really early. But
6-7 years ago.
yeah,
Okay.
like 5 or 6, I think. I don't know how long Brandon's been in the UFC, but he beat him twice. I just think Brandon's a completely different fighter. This guy's a different fighter too. So who knows? Obviously, he wants a belt. Now there's a lot higher stakes, but I think this will be Brandon's first.
So this is not a title fight.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
title fight.
Yeah, it is.
Who's
I
the
think
champion? Brandon?
Brandon got it back
I
after
think, yeah.
losing it.
Yeah, Brandon got it back, so I think this is going to be his first title defense,
Oh,
and then
this is a
after
big
this, it's
title
going to
fight.
be, and then after
thing
this, I
with
think he's just going to
Brandon's-
be defending it.
Xander, the thing when I watch a Brandon Moreno fight, I know in my heart that dude will literally die in
Yeah.
that ring to
Oh.
fucking win.
Yeah.
And those
Typical
are the kind
Mexican
of,
fighter.
Yeah, he's
yeah, like,
always been
those
like
are the
that.
kind of fights you want to see.
Yeah,
And like he's not fighting for himself. That dude literally fights for Mexico.
yeah.
And everyone, like, I don't give a fuck. That's why the World Cup's so badass. When you see someone fighting
For country.
for country and pride, when that dude wins, I cry every fucking time.
Because it's a sad story because he got cut by the UFC.
Yeah.
He lost in the Ultimate Fighter. He didn't even get into the UFC. Then
Yeah.
they let him in there. Then he fought a couple times. They cut him. Then he was out, fought his way back into it, and then became the champion.
you
it
just
was-
know
it's
it's
a
not a money
Cinderella story.
thing. It's a pride thing, and everyone loves to see fights like that.
So you like Moreno.
Brandon Moreno, yep.
Minus 193.
I'm taking him.
5-round title fight.
I'm taking him.
What, you see it going all the way?
I think so, yeah.
Just a brawl.
Yeah. I think
A
they're just gonna be scrapping.
5-round brawl.
Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
I think it's gonna be unanimous decision, but I think it's gonna be a good ass fight.
Wow.
They're gonna be like feeding Brandon like tacos in the fucking corner between rounds with guacamole. Like,
They're gonna have the Julio's Apple Store pizza right there.
yes,
Ooh.
Yeah,
yes.
Julio's
Extra
Apple Store.
pineapple.
Shout out to Julio's.
You know what? Brandon Moreno might like that Al Pastor
Dude,
pizza.
you would love that pizza. You-
Guys, by the way-
Brandon, if you're watching,
Yeah, for sure. Come down to Artesia, right?
yes, Cerritos.
Cerritos Artesia. It's on Pioneer.
Yes.
And
Shout out
so
to
we
Happy
got
Man.
the last fight of UFC 290 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Who do we have?
Volkanovski and Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez.
Where's Rodriguez from?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico. He's not from Puerto Rico.
No, Puerto Rico.
That's very good.
And you know what? I'm taking Yair. I didn't see what the odds were, but I know he's
Whoa,
an
get the
underdog, and I'm
fuck outta
definitely taking
here,
it.
Brett.
This is not a blue chip,
It's
but
not a
it's
blue
an
chip.
alert.
I'm taking it. He's the dude that I think he just the most danger to Volkanovski, just because the way that he fights is different. The strikes that he throws kicks, elbows. He's different. He's wiry. He's different. Volkanovski has been the only one at featherweight that's given. Max Holloway's the only one that's given Volkanovski a good fight at featherweight in the past, whatever.
Yeah, forever.
3-4 years, whatever. However long Volkanovski's been running it. Yair had a good fight with him too. I just think that Yair, especially right now, he's an interim champ, but I just think right now, this is the guy to get it done. I think this just might be the guy to get it done.
Volk's last fight, he lost, right?
Volk's
But
last fight was up
but
at
he went
155.
above his
He was
weight.
at
Yeah, he went above.
155.
Who was that fight? That was a big
Islam.
fight.
That was against
Oh,
Islam.
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. That was a huge fight.
And Xander, you can't deny the reason why I'm shocked that you're picking Yair, because Volk, I think, overperformed in that fight.
I agree there. I
And
thought he did
was
great.
so great that I was like, man, this guy is as good as he says.
No, yeah, he is definitely. I think he's fantastic, but I just think Yair
think
just
it's a
might
great
be the guy
call.
to fight.
This
I think he just might sneak it, just because he brings something else different. That dude. They were saying that dude was training at an Aztec temple the past couple weeks, or the past like first training.
Is he drinking his own urine?
Probably, I hope so. Like Juan
Marquez
Manuel.
style? Marquez style? Damn
Was he
right.
sacrificing bodies?
Hey, that
Yeah,
shit
he
worked.
should.
He's at least pissing on his hands. Like,
He should.
for
so
sure.
sorry.
At least. That's what they're saying, that he was training at Elevation. He was at an Aztec temple. He was doing like a bunch of crazy, like getting ready. And I think it's just gonna be Mexico's night, especially after what Irene Aldana did to embarrass me in front of thousands of
come
people.
out.
So you think
Just
they're going
like-
to come back and get it?
I think they
he should
have
like
to
sacrifice a virgin for his walkout.
cut somebody's heart out right there as soon as he walks out. No, I think he throws a lot more volume. It's a lot of different things that Volk hasn't seen, but Volk is obviously one of the best, if not the best featherweight to ever do it. I think he's up there, but Volk is obviously fantastic. I don't think he's ever gonna have like an off fight or a bad fight. I just think Yair might be the one to get it done.
Xander always comes up.
I had to have just one crazy one because recently I've had like a couple crazy ones that like
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like, oh, I don't know. But then Irene Aldana was the
Well,
last
you
one.
had
to blow. I
all
was like,
favorites except for Whitaker.
Yeah.
And this one.
Well, he has Lawler, who's at plus 220.
Yeah, Whitaker
Then-
should be the favorite, I think. Oh, except for the decision wise.
So
He's not the
Whitaker's.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I mean Lawler.
Yeah.
So Lawler's
You have
plus
it as
220.
as an underdog.
favorite. Yeah,
then
just
you-
because Robbie's old.
Right. And then Bo Nichols, Moreno, and then Rodriguez in this fight.
Yeah,
If you had to give a guess, how do you think he wins the fight?
I think he might knock him out.
You think he's going to knock Volk out?
I think he might knock him. I think he's gonna catch him with something that Volk hasn't seen. There's a video. One of the fights that Yair had was against a Korean zombie who's a legend.
Legend.
Last 10 seconds of the fight, they just start throwing. Last 10 seconds, they agree with each other, start scrapping. Yair threw an elbow that I've never seen in my entire life. The dude's rushing into him. He bent down and threw an elbow up from like bending down, threw it like this, and knocked him out cold.
Oh, I know.
As soon as I seen that, I was like, this guy's just throwing
This
a bunch
dude's
of different
different.
stuff. Yeah, he's just throwing a bunch of
Just
different
different.
stuff, and he's not scared because he's not scared to get taken down. First of all, Volkanovski, I don't think he's gonna be scared to get taken down because Volk doesn't take down anybody.
Yeah.
So it's not Max Holloway. I knew he was different when Max Holloway started shooting double legs and stuff. I was like, okay, this guy's throwing some stuff that's making Max uncomfortable. So now Max is obviously trying to wrestle and compensate for that. I just think Yair might be the one to get it done. Volk's been on top of the game. If Volk wins this, it's pretty much like there's
Business
no one
as
else.
usual.
Yeah, there's no one. Yeah, he's expected
Gotta
to
move
win,
up.
but yeah, he has to jump back up. He has to.
Yeah.
There's nothing else for him. At 145, there's no one else. He's not going to fight Max Holloway for a fourth time. He beat the brakes off of Max
Max
Holloway.
Holloway should never fight again, in my opinion. He should
Should never fight again.
Wow.
I just
I think as soon as Volk leaves, Max is a champ again for the next
dude, he
2
just
years.
has taken so many punches.
Oh,
at
yeah.
this point.
Yes.
His face.
His face.
Yes.
His face.
bad.
Hawaiians
His
are
face.
built different though, man. I feel like
True
Hawaiians
that.
got a different blood in them.
So let's recap the picks here.
Yeah, so we got Robbie Lawler
Plus 220.
plus 220. We got
Bo Nichols minus 2,500.
yeah, Bo Nichols, the super duper favorite. Then we got Jalen
I don't know
Turner.
if I've ever seen 2,500.
Yeah, no, they're saying that's what they're saying. They're saying that's the biggest, one of the biggest. I can't remember
I've never
what the
seen
biggest
anything
one
like
was,
that.
but they said one of the biggest opening favorites ever.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people were saying too, Robbie Lawler should be the one opening the main card instead of Bo Nickel because Robbie is like a UFC legend. So they're saying, why is he not on
And
the main
he's
card?
already said he's gonna freaking retire.
Retire.
Yeah, so they know it's his retirement fight, but obviously Dana White wants his American prodigy
So
step
go
up to
on.
the plate. Jalen Turner decision.
Minus
Taking that.
260.
Whitaker decision.
Minus 400.
Minus 400.
Brandon decision.
Minus 193.
That's gonna be the fight of the night. I could already smell it.
And then Yair Rodriguez.
Yair Rodriguez. I'll take him via KO. Honestly, I don't see
Plus
him winning.
300 is the fight line. So plus KO, it's probably got to be
It's
500.
plus 550.
Okay, 550.
Wow.
So there it is.
I'll take it.
There it is.
I'll
party
take it.
people.